guys, how you all doing? Good to see everyone again, as always. Nice evening. We've got Colin, Moose, Paul, hiya Jamie, and Simon. How you doing, fellas? Good to see you all. And over on Facebook so far, we've got Michael, Stuart, and Cameron. How you doing, fellas? So, busy week, as they say. Evening, Chris. How you doing, pal? So, what's the news? Well, I've had a haircut, scalped it. I thought if I'm stuck in the house because of this lockdown carry on, I ain't got to go out in the cold. So, cut my hair and then realised I needed to load up wood for the fire. So, obviously, I realised how cold it was outside. Well, Colin and his crew got a lot to answer for. They do a lot of the 5D diamond art, and my missus has spotted one. It's an aeroplane with an aircraft carrier and that, she said, and she's ordered me it, so I'll be playing with a bit of this 5D art carry on at some point. Evening, Dad. Scaling models. How you doing, pal? And I suppose the other big news everyone's been waiting for was Airfix, which, fair play to them, you know, there's a lot of hype and whatnot and expectations, and everybody goes, oh, it wasn't what I expected. And yeah, I kind of agree, but I don't. You know, at the end of the day, they're still going, they're still making new tools, and they're trying. So, you know, what can you say? At least they're making an effort, whereas not long ago, they looked like they were never going to do it. So, you know, that's a plus side. Airfix wise, yeah, 172 scale, the Tempest and Mosquito new tool, the 148 Chipmunk and Vampire, and then of course the 135 Ambulance. I think the one, I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that it's the first new tooling of Airfix with a 135 kit. All the rest have always been other manufacturers' moulds. So fair play to them for dabbling in that, because 135 is a popular scale. Evening, Quano. How you doing, buddy? The only thing, I mean, you know, you see the starter sets and they're no longer going to have this annoying bit of plastic along the top. Stuff will be in the box, which I think is a good move. I don't like all this plastic on here. I thought it was nice they're including a new stands with them in the shape of the aircraft, so it looks like a shadow. Fair play to them. You know, years ago, back in the day when we was all kids, you know, you had a stand with your Airfix model, you had your pilot, and then at some point it just kind of went downhill, and they took out the pilots, and then they stopped doing the stands and running the company into the ground. But now at least they're bringing out stands again, and they're in a good little shape. So fair play to them, you know. The only thing I would say is the head of Airfix, Daryl, the head of the brand, mate, you're not a model builder, obviously. Because he said that on the back of the box is all, I quote, all the decoration ideas. It's called colour schemes, pal. But don't worry, you'll get there. Anyway, let's get on to this Lancaster. It did make me chuckle when he said all the decoration ideas. I'm like, what's he on about? Evening, Andy. Josie, Pancho, Andy Smith. How you doing, pal? Good to see you. George, and my friend with the Snoopy logo. I can't pronounce your name, buddy. Sorry, but how you doing? If you want to send me your name on a messenger, what I can understand, then all good. And then I can shout you out. But I got my pal with a Snoopy there. So we've got our decal all settled on in there. This is where we was at last time we was on. And we did a bit on the old seat too there. So we'll just carry on prattling about with this basically. But yeah. Like I say, Airfix, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You know? At least they're still going, which is a bonus. No doubt lockdowns helped him a little, but it's all good. I quite like the look of the new Vampire. Comes with 3 decal options, and one of them's got a shark mouth. That would be quite interesting, and that's a new tool. So everything else that they've got on their site is all Reeboks. I've had many messages this morning about the Valiant and all that, and I'm quite a few people going, what? When I told them that it's a Reebok from 2011. But that will drive the prices down because they were going for crazy prices, and now Airfix are re-releasing it. It'll go at a better price, you know, £44, a lot better than what they are at the moment on Evil Bay and places like that. So can't grumble. I'm just doing that little bit of interior green on the back there, like it says on the back of the seat. That Moose, you want the Vampire too? Yeah, yeah, I want them all. Yeah, I mean, you know, I wouldn't say no. If somebody said, here you go, Freddie boy, here's a load of free kits, I would say, oh, thank you very much, and take them. Hi there, Manuel, thank you very much. How you doing? Hiya, Carlo. Good to see you, pal. Yeah, I mean, if they were giving them free, yeah, I'd say thank you, you know. Yeah, the buggy looks cool in the Jag. Now, you're going to get me started now. You see the Bentley? I've built Bentleys, and I went over and above board to make sure I got it right. And I even used a mask set and sprayed the Union Jack and everything else on the Bentley. Now, yes, the kit may be all good, Reeboks, you know, who cares? Turns into a nice build. All the old kits that turn into a nice build with a bit of love and affection. But here's my beef with the Bentley. Who on earth painted that Bentley at the end of the YouTube video? He killed it. I saw it and I thought, what have you done? I got a thing for the Bentley, so yeah, I saw what they'd done to it and I was like, no, what you done? The kit's lovely, but you know, all the Airfix kits, it doesn't matter how old they are with all the flash and that, you just got to put that little bit extra effort into it. I've built many of the old kits, including the 124s, so they knew. Evening, Mark. How you doing, buddy? I see you got the Draken. What's the Draken? I think. I remember rightly. That's me just with a little bit of the Alclad tinned and then a little seat pad in there for a minute. It's some fun stuff anyway. Apparently Rebel's got some lovely stuff coming out. What's that, Manuel? Nice lamp. Cheers, pal. Yeah, it's called it's a great lamp, this one. It's a nice big viewing bit, you know. Slim Jim it's called. This one, a Slim Jim. Quite expensive, but worth it, especially when you got my kind of eyesight. So just put that in there like that. That's the only detailing on that seat anyway. Oh, good stuff. I'll look out for that. Yeah. Any of you on Facebook and everything, um, check out. Oh God, Mark, put a link on your YouTube, please, to your page, buddy. I know you can because you're admin. But look out for Mark Davey on YouTube as well as Festa 67's workshop, because there's some great content on them, and scaling models, and if anyone else I forgot, please remind me. There's quite a few people that have got some great stuff that I know well. Yes, mate. Yeah, we're model builders. You know, a little bit of flash and that, no problem. You just get on with it. How you doing, Dan? So I've got my little, we've got a little seed on there for the pilot. This light's not helping now when it's showing you the colours. There you go. We've got a little seat with a control sticking out. It don't help with it all being black, to be honest with you. Good man, Mark. Check out Mark's page, man, because I've known Mark for years. Basically, I've known Mark since I started the hobby. He was literally the first person I met online to do with a hobby, and I owe a lot to that fella. And his content on his YouTube's great. And he's an Alclad man, of course. Evening, James. Oh, just getting the old instrument panel in there. Now, is it at a slight angle or is it straight? That's the question. Yeah, it looks about right there. Oh. So, there we go. We got an instrument panel on there with a seat as well. Now, I do believe there's a decal to go on there. Yeah. Number 5. Little yellow dot. We'll just whoop that on there while we're at it, if there's enough water in my thing. Yes, mates. Models, models, models. That's what it's all about. The joy of sniffing glue and sticking fingers together. Yeah. I've got a little silly yellow dot to put on there. And then that's it for that page. Move these out of the way. Right. So, next, lots of airbrushing. There we go. It is the next step. So we're straight onto the fuselage half there now, in a few different colours. And then getting that in there like that. Oh, I see the old internet's playing up still. Now, last week, the other day, my live was playing up, and I thought it was something to do with me. When I turned it all on this morning, it said there's an update to the software I use, so I sorted that out, and it seems pretty stable. I think there's a couple of issues with it still, but it said a lot of bug fixes have been fixed, so planning on getting a few of them starter sets for your grandson. He's building the Legos. Yes, the Airfix starter set, the quick build ones, they click together. They're pretty much Lego, but look like a model when they're finished. They're quite good for the kids. My son, he was on them a while back, and they get to play with them once it's finished. So get them a couple of them little quick build ones, and then get them a starter set after that. Everyone assumes that the starter sets are always like kind of very, well, they are very basic, but one in particular that I've built that isn't was the Sea King. The starter set 172 Sea King is a lovely kit. It's a lovely little kit. Loads of detail in it, and great fun to build. Yes, it's yellow. Yes, a lot of people have trouble with yellow, but I found the Alclad yellow went on no problem at all. In fact, I've not found a colour that Alclad has trouble with. Their pigments are just great. It just goes on nice. You don't have that issue with colour, like oranges and reds and yellows. It just goes on nice. So, right. So we've got spray all the inside of this. Now there's a couple of bits that are black, a couple of bits that are green, and yeah, kind of says it all really, doesn't it? Yeah. How do I want to go about it? That's $1 million question. I think what I'll do is I think I'll do the green. Hiya Annette, how you doing? Evening Steve. E7 Legos, thousands, yeah. Lego's great until you stand on it when you wake up. Mark Davey, yeah, I get to build whatever I want, but I love going back to the Airfix starter sets. They're my roots and love them. Yes. Oh, bless you. Yeah, I like the starter sets. Well, another little thing on the Airfix video that kind of, I was like, really? I know I'm going on about it, but when they're showing you the fella painting the tank, it says free paints, free glue, free brush. It's not free. You pay for it when you buy the kit. If it was free, the gift sets and starter sets would be the same price as the actual kit. Clever choice of words. And there you go. That's that. Oh, Moose, I've stepped on so many bits of Lego. This side's terrible, obviously, as you know. I can't see very well this side. The amount of times I stubbed my toe on this side. On anything, not just... Yeah. Good shake. Yeah, there you go. I think everybody stepped on Lego. The other one that's a bit of a toe rag is connects and all that. That's another one. Lots of little bits that you stub your toes on. So if you've not got kids yet, when you do, avoid Lego and connects. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, cheers, honey. Good lady brought me a nice cup of tea and Nope. Right, I'm just doing this green bit first. Yes, you're not going to see inside, but I still like to do it. Oh, out of paint. Right, that's as far as I'm going with it, because the rest of it's black. So you'll leave that like that. There's a lot of grey there as well, but that's got to be black. So I'll tell you what, while we're here, I may as well do the other side, just because we can. Oh, Colin's going to moan. See if I can beat him to it. Do I sign the inside of my models? Do you know what? No, I've not. I never really thought about that. Do you, Mark? Right, Colin, don't you say a word. I'll beat you to it. Just in case he was watching there. And I know he's lurking. No, I can't say I've ever signed the inside of a model. Got me thinking though. You know, nice little signature in a corner where you're not going to see it. At least when you drop it, you know who made it. That's a funny question. I've never heard that one. Never stop learning. What we got there? And it do all the bits inside, even though they won't be seen. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I'm glad you do too. The reason I do it is because you see, if you ever drop it in the future, at least people can look at it and say, "Oh wow, he done it all. Look, he done it right." Because it's all going to fall apart, and you'll see every little bit. And I've been in the habit of doing that since I first started the hobby. So when I done the HMS Viking ship, HMS Victory ship, that's what I did. I painted it all on the inside. No worries, Stephen. Good to see you, pal. It's all good fun. Don't worry about being late. You're never late. It's fashionable to be late. So you do it to every model. You sign the inside. Now you see, that's it now. You got me doing something else. I'm going to start that because this is my first, like, from start to finish of 2021. I know I done the Hurricane last time, but I started that last year, so. See, next time we're at Telford, Mark, I'm going to grab a model and I'll bust it open and see where your signature is. Can you imagine his face at Telford? Right, so just going to wait for that to dry a minute because you'll see better when I turn it off. See, you've got all this grey here, all that grey there has got to be black, so we'll get that sorted in a moment. we'll let that dry and then we'll get that dealt with. Ah, I see. So he signs them for them on Facebook that can't read what he's saying. He signs them so when a museum drops them, they come back for a replacement. So, you know, that's a smart move. Obviously today's Thursday, chaps, so when it comes to 8 o'clock I've got to kill the feed. I can't go over 8 o'clock because I have another thing on every Thursday at 8:30. Right, so I'm just going to leave them there a minute. Let's move that out of the way. So much for my tidy bench, it didn't last that long. So we've got the interior bits, seaty bits and all that done. Instrument panel and all that. So, oh, my little dot. Nearly forgot my little dot. You know, I never thought about that, styling a model on the inside. It's ingenious. All these years. And I never thought of that. I've never actually heard of anyone else doing it either. Should patent that. There you go, there's my little yellow dot. You can see that on there. Sorted. And my little brother's watching. You and Robert. Robert's got a starter set that I sent him. Because he was watching me and he was kind of fascinated, so I sent him a kit. See, it's got us all thinking about signing our builds now. Where shall I sign it? Right across the top of the wing. Right. Let's get some parts out ready for the next stages. So we want to start. At the moment we're doing this bit. And we've got to wait for that to dry. So now I'm going to go on to that bit. See that? Just going to jump on that bit. I'm doing the B version. This version, so I've got to cut a bit off. Don't quite know what that bit is, but I've got to cut a bit off. So yeah, good idea, Moose. That little extra thing that just makes it yours rather than spruce seed. Like artists, painters, sure they have hidden signatures in the paintings. 632. There it is. That's one bit. And that's black anyway, so I'll put that on. Below the windows on the rear of the fuselage. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. It'll be funny. It'll be my first time designing a kit, huh? I'll tell you one thing, I don't know how people can walk on hot coals. I was putting wood in my fire today and there was some of the coal was hot and I put my hand in to put the wood at the back. Man, the heat, oof, nearly burnt my hand off. How people can walk on hot coals in them other countries, I've got no idea. Because I'd just be owling like a little girl. I know it's not model building, but right, D.III. Yeah, it's a good idea, that's for sure. Sign in a build. Right. So, as typical per usual, I should have looked first because I could have sprayed this green at the same time. Right. Let's get all the little bits out and get them all sprayed at the same time. So, oh, right, I see, okay. 78 as well, right. So, it's alright, I'm just trying to get my head around what the instructions are saying, as well as paying attention to all you guys. Ross, good evening. My missus, Ross, my missus has only gone and got me one of them 5D malarkey fingers that you're into. And I want D.21. Yeah. Good fun. So, this is my D.21, and that's top piece there. This piece up here is the bit I've got to cut off because of the version that I'm doing. I'm going to nip that off like that. Because when you're doing it the darker, dark green and black, for some reason it doesn't have whatever that was before I threw it. Right, so that goes there. And that goes on there. Now, because these two bits are green, I'm going to glue these together first before I paint it. So, make sure it's square. There you go. So them two bits are green, and then this bit here and this bit here are black. I'm not gonna. There's my sticky stick. Stick that on there. That bit's black as well, but that's going on there anyway. Let's see this piece here, won't it? Sorted, as they say. Now, so they're black, that's green. Use a upside down stick, I think. Oh dear. Not with it today on this one. Now, and spray that green in. All good. That's your tea, I think. Evening, James. How you doing? So, we'll get some green and black sprayed up. And then we'll, in fact, I'll do the black when I do the black on the fuselage half there in a moment. So we'll leave them two bits for a minute. Yeah, spray green. Plenty of time, so it's all good. I think the seat's gone down again. Yep, that's better. Nearly sitting on the floor there. There we go. Only one bit there. Good. Hiya, Bubba. How you doing, pal? Bubba Thomas. How's tricks, buddy? Just playing with bits of plastic, you know. When I built this kit, I found the wing spar to fuselage is very tight. I did see you didn't paint it, so that might help. Oh, cool, good man, no worries. I'll bear that in mind. If it feels a bit right, I'm going to rephrase it. Right, yeah. Yeah, if it's a tight fit, I'll sort it out. I nearly said something else there. That's the only thing when you're live. You have to think about everything you say before you say it. Otherwise, yeah, you can get into trouble. So, let's get this little bit here glued on because all this is in the black. So that bit, silly little bit. Goes in. You are you trying to work out what it's saying? I can't see that. I'm trying to figure out where that goes. Oh, right, I see. Right. It's a bit of a fiddly bit, this bit. Goes. Oh dear. Right. Oh, word. See. Trying to get it. Don't know what I'm doing here. Right. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. I don't. It's life. It's steady, yeah. I don't want to go ping. Man. See what I said that? Yeah. Hang on. 1-0 to Purdy Boy. Shouldn't have said ping. Oh, really? Yeah. Shouldn't have said ping, should I? I got it. It's a real awkward kind of fiddly bit, that. It's got to be the silliest little thing I've had to do for ages like that. Oh, really? Evening, Richard. Yeah, I'm not bad. I nearly wasn't good at all. But I found it, so we're good. I looked at the comments, saw the word steady, went, yeah, I don't want it to go ping, and it went ping. Just typical, really, isn't it? There, he's in. That was a silly little bit. It was annoying. So, still got all that black to do, and then put clear parts in. I want to paint this black as well, so. I'm good, thanks, Richard. Yeah, not bad. How are you? You're doing well. Yeah, I bet. It's, I mean, it's history, isn't it? But yeah, I see both sides of it, you know. It's a tender subject, isn't it? uh, so would that be the black you recommend for the underneath, Mark? The NATO black, out of all the blacks that Alclad have done. You think that would be the better black? It is like a nicer black, right enough. Right, let's see if we can get some of this done. So I need to spray all this grey here and this front bit here in black. Yeah, I I mean, obviously we all know about his dog, but I didn't know that's where he got the name from, right enough. What I want is some low tack masking tape. Yeah, up here. Yeah, I noticed it's not a true black. All the Alclad blacks are a different, you know, the different blacks, aren't they? But I did wonder if the NATO one was the one for the night fighters, because it's like a black but not a black. If that makes any sense at all. Right. So I just mask across there. Ooh, bit further back. Cut that bit. Oh, nice straight edge on this bit. And you got to laugh with us model builders though. We are quite a comical bunch because, you know, my missus will go, "That's great," and I'll go, "No, it's not." And you start telling them the shades, and she just looks at me like, "What?" I think it's more a look of get a grip, you know, that kind of look. Oh, come on, yeah. Just trying to get that to sit where I want it. That's it. Yeah. We'll get the black on. Yeah, it's right up to there, yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, I love this hobby. You're always learning something in this hobby. Doesn't matter what you are, who you are. I think my funnest one today, apart from the NATO black right enough, is signing your model. I just, I've never thought of that at all. So I'll quickly mask this other side, and then I'll try and get it painted quick. Yeah. Evening, Gary. How you doing? One of our model club members. and Conrad. Evening, Conrad. Busy today, everybody. All good. Right, that's me ready. It's only just to stop any little overspray. So we can get that sprayed up black. That'll be good. I look forward to it when it all starts looking like an aeroplane, if you know. See, once the fuselage halves go together and you got everything going on. That's the bit I really enjoy. There we go. Yeah. There we go. All that masking for that. Worth it, eh? Worth the effort. Yes, isn't it? Yeah. When it starts to look like an aeroplane, that's the bit where it starts to get exciting. Then you put the paint on and it kind of just looks like, oh, right, okay. And then I find when you start putting the decals on, that's like, it starts to really come alive then. I like doing cockpits, especially in the 1/24 scales. I enjoy doing them. Not in them jetty things that Mark does in that way. Saying that, I've got a jet myself to build, so I do them now and again. And it's one of them, I start doing a jet and then I think, why am I doing a jet? But I have that mad whim where I just want to do a jet. And then afterwards I think, why did I want to do that? There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Yeah, definitely make it pop decals. So there we go. So we've done well. We've not done bad at all today. We've got a few bits done, which is what matters. Cheers, Colin. Yes, I keep remembering to put the lid on. I've just seen his comment saying, good boy. I nearly did forget, and I quickly put it on. I thought he's going to type in a minute. It was like a mad rush. I thought, oh no, I'm going to get in trouble here. Right. Well, there's not a lot, not a lot else I can actually do today. I think. Turn that up now. That would help. There. Yeah. Super. Well, we've got our interior green on there and our black on both of them. Greens. We've got a silly little panel there, sort out, that's painted black. We've got our little seat and a little rod thing there painted up. And we've got our little leggy thing there, whatever that is, table, bench, whatever. That's all painted up. And we've got our seat on in there and our instrument panel. So we've done not bad for the time. It's only an hour, so all good fun. As well as chatting away to you guys and everything else as well. So it's been fun. Let me just get to that camera there and click there, ready. So that's me for today. Cheers for watching, fellas and chaps and ladies and gentlemen and everybody else. It's always a pleasure when you're coming along and chatting away and all that carry on and malarkey. Always good when you do a little thumbs up and all that carry on. All helps. And that's it. So today's Thursday, so I shall see you all on Sunday, 7 o'clock. I'll be back here again and we'll carry on with a Lancaster. So it's looking good. We're getting there. All good fun. Thanks very much for popping by, everyone, anyway, and your support's always appreciated. And I shall see you all on Sunday, 7 o'clock. So take care, stay safe, look after yourself, keep your chin up. I know it's not great at the moment, but we will win. And we'll get through it all. And I'll see you on Sunday. Bye for now.